As we get into week 12, the playoff picture is definitely starting to take shape. We've got the division leaders that I think are pretty much set, but check out the wild card position. We've got 4 teams with a 6-4 record trying to fight for that final spot. So it should be pretty crazy to see how things pan out with just a few weeks left in the season. So we come into week 12 facing the divisional opponent in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and like you guys saw a second ago, they're in the playoff hunt with a record of 6-4. So if we can get a W today, this pretty much knocks them out of contention. So getting into the gameplay, Tampa Bay comes out in the first drive. Winston comes out under center, hands the ball off to Martin off the right side, and he's able to pick up about 4 yards before being tackled by Desmond Trufant. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 now. Martin gets the carry once again up the middle and almost picks up a first down on the carry, gets tackled a yard short. So on 3rd and 1 here, Martin again with another carry, picks up a first down but gets hit and fumbles the ball. Falcons recover the ball in Tampa Bay territory, and we're going to set up shop at the 43. But look at this hit by Shazier. Doug Martin gets leveled. I'm not sure why he did the spin right there, right into the oncoming path of Shazier, but we'll take over with great field position. So on 1st and 10 here, Anderson comes out with the play action and throws a strike complete to Josh Gordon. He breaks a tackle and drags a defender all the way to the 2-yard line. What a play by Josh Gordon right there. That would have been an all-time classic highlight right there if he was able to break out of that last tackle and score, but that big play is going to set us up in goal-to-goal territory from the 2. So Anderson comes out with the toss play to Eubanks, and he's going to walk in untouched for an easy touchdown, and just like that, we strike first with a 7-0 lead. So getting back on defense now, Winston comes out in a gun, hands it off to Doug Martin, and he gets tackled immediately by Vic Beasley. On 2nd and 11 here, Winston dumps it off short to his tight end, and he's able to move the chains for a first down. Next play, Winston with the handoff to Martin, and he moves the pile before being tackled at the 43. And before they can get the snap off on 2nd down, a flag is thrown. Looks like there was some movement up front. So that's going to set him back for a 2nd and 8. Winston fakes the option, but decides to keep it and completes a pass downfield to Arnold. The completion is going to be enough for a first down, and they're going to set up shop at the 45. So on 1st and 10, Martin gets the handoff and pretty much goes nowhere on the play, only gains 2. Next play on 2nd and 8, Martin gets a little bit more running room up the middle, but he's going to get tackled a couple of yards shy of picking up the first. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 situation. Winston drops back, completes to Goodson, but he fumbles the ball, and Taylor Till is right there for the recovery. The Falcons force yet another fumble, and it looks like it was Shazier once again. That's his 2nd forced fumble of the game right there. Shazier clearly came out to play. So on our next drive, we get the ground game going to Eubanks, and for some crazy reason, I hit the spin button and ran out of bounds. I had a cutback lane there too. I probably could have got another 10 to 15 yards out of that play. So after the nice run by Eubanks, Anderson throws short to Hooper for a nice completion of 6. 2nd and 4 now. Anderson fires quick to Julio Jones on the slant, and the completion is going to be enough for a first down and some. So moving ahead a couple plays on 3rd and 2, same drive, Anderson takes the snap, decides to tuck it and run with it, and picks up the first down as he dives for extra yardage there. So that's going to keep the drive alive and set us up in goal-to-goal territory. Then on 2nd and goal, Anderson fires a quick slant to Julio Jones for a touchdown. So the first couple of drives in this game couldn't have gone any better for the Falcons, but these Bucs aren't ready to go away yet. There's plenty of time left in the game, and with Tampa playing to stay in the playoff hunt, I'm expecting them to do everything they can and not let this game get away from them. So on 3rd and 6 here, Winston drops back and completes to Arnold for a first down, taking him all the way up to the 29-yard line. So on the next play, Jameis with the delayed play action looks downfield and takes a shot and is broken up by Westmoreland. What a great job by the 2nd-year corner going one-on-one with Mike Evans and batting this ball down. He actually tries to pull it away and intercept it, but this is exactly the way that I want my corners playing in coverage. Being able to go up and attack the ball at its highest point, and if you can't pick it off, then make sure the receiver doesn't come down with it, and that's exactly what he did there. So after the run by Martin goes for a first down, Winston decides to keep it on the ground. This time it's Yates with the carry, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd down now. We send the run blitz, Winston goes play action and throws complete to Safarian Jenkins for the touchdown. They just had the perfect counter to my play call on defense. We sent the pressure there to stop the run, and we just got burned for it. So looking to respond on our next drive, we go with a quick screen play to KB, and he breaks into the open field, taking it all the way up to the 33-yard line before finally being pushed out. If KB had one more step, that play could have easily gone for 6. But check out what happens on the next play, you guys. They call it a fumble, but somehow the play gets blown dead and we're backed up to a 2nd and 16. So Anderson comes out in the gun trying to set up the screenplay, but the Bucs defense is all over that. So we're going backwards in this drive. So on the next play on 3rd and 16, Anderson just tries to get enough yardage there to get the kicker in field goal range, which he does, and our kicker's able to line up and knock it through. So we'll take the 3 on that drive, even though we probably should have gotten 7 out of it, but we'll definitely take the points. On Tampa's next drive, Winston's looking down the field, but he gets sacked by Keon Fontenot. The rookie continues to show flashes at the left end spot, breaking free of the right tackle and chasing down Jameis. And that's not an easy thing to do because Jameis can definitely scramble, but that time we were able to get to him for the sack. But check out what happens on 4th and 2. We force him to punt the ball, but then we get flagged for roughing the kicker, and Tampa's going to get the ball right back in field goal range. And it just really kills me sometimes when NPCs make plays like those because it completely takes control out of my hands and it forces me to make up for a mistake that I didn't make. But either way, the penalty leads to 3 points for Tampa Bay, and instead of going into halftime with a 10-point lead, we go in with a 7-point lead as we look to regroup and come out stronger in the second half. Now, as we start our first drive in the 3rd quarter, Anderson comes out barking instructions in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looks downfield, and throws short to Josh Gordon, who breaks a tackle, takes it into the open field, and gets pushed out of bounds to 27. But unfortunately, that's the only explosive play on this drive as our drive stalls out and we're forced to settle for yet another field goal. So the kicker knocks it through and we go up by 10, but once again, it's another missed opportunity and we probably should have scored a touchdown on that drive. So a few plays into the Buccaneers' next possession, Winston comes out in the gun, barking instructions, hands the ball off to Doug Martin, trying to take it up the middle, and he gets tackled after about a 5-yard gain. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Winston drops back, the pressure's coming, and Sweet gets to him, taking him down for the sack. The nickel blitz by Kevin Sweet is going to set the Bucs back to a 3rd and 14. So Winston comes out, once again, barking instructions, taking a snap under center, looking downfield with tons of time in the pocket, dumps it off short to Doug Martin, and he ends up picking up a couple on the play, and that's going to set up for a Tampa Bay field goal try. The kicker comes out for Tampa Bay, and it's good. So the defense does a great job keeping Tampa Bay out of the end zone and forcing them to settle for 3. That's exactly what we want. We can trade field goals all game long, and we'll get out of here with a W. On our next play here on 2nd and 8, Eubanks gets to carry off the right side and goes nowhere on the play, and it's all due to this guy right here. I don't know how many times I've shown you guys this, but it just may be time to find a new fullback because I'm so tired of these missed blocks. But I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you think we should do with DeMarco moving forward? But anyways, after the nice catch by Julio right there, on 1st and 10, Anderson drops back and goes right back to him, and Julio is gone, celebrating all the way in for the score. And just like he's done all season long, he devours another DB in press coverage. So thanks to the touchdown by Julio Jones, we can just drop back and be conservative on defense, but even dropping in the coverage, we're still able to get to Winston for the sack. This time we only sent 4 on the pass rush. Courtney Upshaw hurdles the lineman, then drops back into a spy assignment, and finally decides to go after Jameis once he gets close enough for the sack. So if we're going to be able to get consistent pressure, only rushing 4 linemen, we're really going to be tough to beat going down the stretch. So after the tackle by Trufant, Tampa Bay's looking at a 3rd and 17. Winston dumps it short and Goodson gets crushed by Keanu Neal. That was a hard hit to cause the incompletion right there. So we take over on the next possession looking to milk the clock. Eubanks gets the handoff, breaks into the open field off the left side and says, I'm going the distance. Taking it to the 20, the 10, he is gone. Dre Eubanks with yet another late 4th quarter touchdown, and this one is going to make sure that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a really hard time in making the playoffs. The final in this one is 37-13, as things were kind of tight in the first half, but we were able to pull away in the second half, just the way a team poised for a deep playoff run should do it. This was a good win for us. Taking a quick look at the stats before we get out of here, your rookie quarterback Zach Anderson was 16 for 23 for the day, throwing for 254 yards and 2 touchdowns. Moving over to the running backs, Dre Eubanks dominated on the ground today, putting up 204 yards and 2 touchdowns. And what I think is more impressive than that is that it only took 14 carries to do that. That was just a crazy game by Dre today. Now, onto the receiving stats. KB had 5 catches for 71 yards, no touchdowns. We definitely got to get him in the end zone next week. week. Julio Jones had 5 catches for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Josh Gordon was only able to bring in 2 catches, but he averaged 36 yards a catch, so he should definitely be happy about that. Anyways, folks, that's all the time I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.